guys, I just wanted to do a quick little problem shooting for bubbles. I was really sad when I saw some posts that people said that they'd kind of given up on the bubble braids, and I think bubble braids really are what sell the most. So I tried a new technique with the bubble braids to try and help with this issue. So what I've done is I put my elastic at the top, and then I've brushed the hair as smoothly as I can and come all the way down to this one and put an elastic there. So all of this hair is very, very straight. So now when I go to put my elastics in throughout here, the hair is going to be consistent all the way down. So the hair that's on the outside will stay on the outside, and the hair that's on the inside, because I've already locked it in down here, is going to be on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these in here and then show you what it looks like when I do the bubbles. I've done these elastics, and while I was doing it, these got just a little bit messy right here. So I'm actually going to pull that out so that I'm able to smooth it out one more time. But now I know all of these right here, the hair's very consistent all the way down. So I'm going to go ahead and, I could use a brush, but for ease here, and because I'm filming, I don't know about you guys, but I get really sore right here when I'm doing these bubble braids, so a Band-Aid really helps to protect that area of my hand. I do want a few more bubbles, so I'm going to go ahead and do my elastics are on the large side, and I do like these to be pretty tight to hold the bubbles in. So I do wrap them several times. I know some people only do like 3 wraps, but I'm not using the orthodontic elastics. They're way too expensive for me. I'm using the elastics that were suggested the other day. I'll show you the lid to them in just a moment, but they've worked pretty well for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I like to do 7 bubbles. This hair thickness right here is about, I'd say it's a little over 1/4 of the bundle. So it's actually not as thin as you might think. It needs to have some thickness. And I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to find just a little hair that I think is going to be central for all of these bubbles. And I'm really hoping, after all of that, that I've found a good one to pull. This is too thick, so I'm going to just make that thinner. And see, look what just happened right there. There's a little split right here, which means that's maybe not ideal place to push. So I'm going to find instead one that's even more centered. It's trial and error. So if you get frustrated that your bubbles are splitting, like sometimes you just have to keep trying until you find the right piece that really is like in the center of all of these. But when you do, then it should work. Sometimes you can come all the way to the top, and it looks like I can. And sometimes, look, here's a little split. Come closer. Here's a little split right here. It's not, you can zhuzh these by kind of just running your fingers through that. So I'm just going to push these up all the way. I'm going to zhuzh that one too, because there's just a little teeny bit of a split there. I'm going to push this up a little further than I normally would. And do a braid because I want to lock it in place. And when you do the braid, see how this is starting to fall down a little bit? You want to have a little bit extra bubbling up here to kind of accommodate how that pulls that one. All right, so now if you look here, I've still got this long piece where I can adjust this stuff. I don't know if I actually am going to even need to because I pulled these pretty bubbled. Look, I've got a little split right here. And all you need to do, I just caught that on my fingernail, so don't do that. Poke that in. Anyway, I definitely feel like I was pretty successful finding a centerpiece that was consistent for all of these by putting this elastic down here at the bottom first. So hopefully this is helpful for somebody.